Back with closing trades. Bring up the tire companies. It's not been a very good afternoon for any of the tire names. Apollo Tires is down 8.5%. MRF has cracked even more from the levels that it was. I think it's 32,500 now from highs of 39,000 that MRF was at. So that's a 20-25% gash that's come into MRF. Ceat is down 6.5%. So almost all the tire names have come off quite rapidly. You would have to appreciate that when MRF spoke to ET Now, post the numbers as well, they were fairly categorical in mentioning that they didn't believe that the kind of margins that were there would last. Now, Ceat came in yesterday on the channel and mentioned that they do not see that the top line growth will be quite good for the next couple of quarters. In fact, he did mention that top line would continue to remain under pressure. So the goings are not the strongest for the tire companies as of now, but there is a deep gash that has come in to these names right now. Avinnash, do you look at the tire companies from a valuation perspective and a demand perspective, and where do they fit in? Because clearly the stocks were trading extremely buoyantly until a while ago, but somehow the last few days haven't been the best, particularly for an Apollo, which is almost trading at fresh 52-week lows.
I think across the tire sector, I think the risk reward definitely looks to be little not in favor of investors now, considering the fact that, I think most managements and most companies are now saying that volume growth, especially within the two-wheeler and the passenger car segment, even the truck segment, I think as regards Ceat, I think clearly the OEM market is not growing that fast, and clearly, I think the kind of upsides which these stocks have seen, Neeraj, I think clearly going forward there could be some consolidation or some kind of weakening across the entire tire sector, and probably at a later stage maybe they could become attractive. But for that, I think clearly the top line and the volume growth has to kick in, which I think at least one more quarter we could see some sort of challenge for these companies.
There's some update.